A live look at Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts, Alumni Stadium. EA Sports College Football with a terrific matchup on this Thursday night. It's the NC State Wolfpack and the Boston College Eagles. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
NC State's head coach told me before the game, this is a crucial moment in their season. They've got to decide what type of team they are. They're finding ways to lose close games, and they've got to get their first win in conference play. Coach says it's crucial that they get off to a good start here today. He wants focus, communication, and more dominance and physicality at the line of scrimmage. I'll keep you posted on how they look down here from the field level to start the first quarter. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. He'll bring it out. It's Green. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone and he's knocked down at the 10. So the Eagles offense will be first on the attack. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And I'm just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure. And because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. Right? You've got two guys covering the tight end. As a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes. And so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
Back to throw, it's McKenzie. Bringing the heat. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. And the Eagles getting set on 1st and 10. Now the play fake. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
To the air on second down. With the catch, it's Dickens. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The Eagles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On the run, it's Dickens. There's a crease. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And the Eagles want to crank the tempo. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Dragged down after working his way. And those feet were pitter-pattering as he picked up 6. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The run inside. It's Dickens. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Eagles.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And the extra point was good. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the NC State Wolfpack comes out, and they'll have the ball for the first time. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, Dave?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him, mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press them and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times, because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to that guy.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Really nice job by this defense. First down was not successful. They get the second and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a third down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He'll pull it down. There he goes. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Off play action. Caught close to the marker. It's Snow. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Wolfpack picked up that last first down with a completion. Let's see what they do here. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Got it in the middle. It's Snow. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Bailey. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State! Into the end zone for 6. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Coming out with it, it's Addison. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This should be the last play of the quarter. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's right. Snags it and he's open. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. They've got a first down here to open the period. The play action fake. Here comes the heat. Had to throw it before he wanted. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And listen, there's nothing wrong with play action for this offense, but man, you've got to protect. You've got to sell that run. And if the quarterback's going to do that, he needs his guys up front to give him a little bit more time to maybe take those shots down the field and make some big plays for this offense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quarterback keeps it. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. They'll run for it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. This Boston College offense has it working. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Dropping back, it's McKenzie. He's got it. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Motion from the wide receiver. Gets it out quickly. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. And it's right down the boulevard. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Evans. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Makes the grab. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. NC State quick to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Scott. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
And I'm not surprised, right? Like, they go to him again. Last drive, he did an unbelievable job. And if I'm this defense, just keep honing in, right? Like, making sure he has to earn it. Making sure a lot of people get near him. Continue to hit this running back. Try to slow him down and cool him off.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Jackson. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Trying play action. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Running inside. It's Scott. Just a gain of 2, and now they're looking at 3rd and 8.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. It's good. And with that field goal, guys, we're all tied up in the early going.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The Eagles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. On the ground, it's Dickens. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Looking to pass. It's McKenzie. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And the big gain. They've got it on the 46. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Who needs a 2-minute offense when you're this explosive? This offense creates the big play, completely flips the...
Lost one deep down the right side. And it's picked off at the goal line. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass on 2nd down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
You know, this defense knew the offense was going to try to take shots vertically down the field and do it in a variety of ways. That time, they were able to defend the corner route and swat the ball down.
They'll go to the ground. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Timeout called by the Eagles. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. NC State looking to convert the 4th down here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Able to move the chains, and they still have a chance after picking up the 1st down. Back to throw, it's Bailey. It's complete to the left. Crosses the 45. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. The Wolfpack picked up that last 1st down with a completion. Let's see what they do here. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Going with the counter play here.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. BC uses a timeout here at 2nd of the half. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on 1 time. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The run inside. It's Dickens. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
He'll try it again. He'll be stopped for no gain, and we're not far away from that whistle blowing to end festivities here in the first half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Looking for a man. It's McKenzie. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. And the Eagles will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Brings a return out across the 25. Gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Motion from the wideout. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
NC State has to come up with a big play here on third down. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Complete with conviction on the crosser. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. On fourth down, trying to find his man. The sure hands, it's Snow. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? Finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
Well, it feels like everybody else on offense has been getting some in the passing game this drive. Finally, they get the tight end going, too. He's like, dude, I'm good, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. And that's exactly where the quarterback goes. He's feeling it right now. He's distributing the football to a bunch of different people. And the defense right now, they have no idea who's getting it next.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. First down for this offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Scott. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for it.
Knocked down for the tackle.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
This is a designed run. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be first and goal. NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. On the move. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
If first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Running inside. It's Scott. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. Back to throw. It's Bailey. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. Hold it, finds his man on the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today rank, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the fourth quarter gets underway. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Complete. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Boston College putting together a very efficient drive. Using his legs, it's Dickens. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground, take away that run game, make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Fires deep on the run. Goes high to pull it in. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The Eagles want to move quickly. Scanning the field, it's McKenzie. Got it. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. And the Eagles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quarterback Keith. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Eagles kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The RPO, it's complete. Touchdown, Eagles! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. On the run from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Making side adjustments here. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle. The run inside. It's Scott. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And he is stopped short. The defense gets it done on 4th down.
What a big stop for this defense in the 2nd half around midfield. You can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big 4th down stop.
Pressure coming. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To throw, it's McKenzie. He'll get rid of it. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Dude, talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, 1st down.
The give to the back. Creates a little space. Turning it on. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. An explosive play in the running game. Moves the sticks for the 1st down, but there is an injured player on the field. The senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. He'll try to do it himself. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the first down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory. The Wolfpack hoping to pay off this red zone trip. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gather maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They'll go right back to him. Touchdown, NC State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
What a massive play by this offense. Man, you needed it. Great execution. Now kick the extra point, tie this football game up late, or do you go for 2? Do you go for the win? Do you try to take the lead? That is a you decision.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Dickens. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2. Timeout called by the Eagles. It's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Right back to him on the ground. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Looking to throw, it's McKenzie. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. And now the Wolfpack will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. So here it is, plenty of time to go and an opportunity to move the ball down the field and win it, David.
Yeah, and you rep this every single week. The 2-minute drill, you got to be precise. You know exactly what your favorite plays are, Palmer. Go down the field, get me in field goal.
And it comes down to the awareness, right? Especially at the quarterback position. You're understanding the timeout situation, working the boundary and the sideline. What's the clock showing me? It all comes down to this.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Running inside, it's Scott. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. Timeout is called and the clock is down to 8. NC State with the 1st and 10 here. Grab down the middle. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these 2 teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
So here comes our first play of overtime. It's a reverse. Nowhere to run, and down he goes after losing 6.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections. But the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead. And a lot of times for a loss and put the offense.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, the offense just set themselves up in a bad situation on this one. Second and third and long, there's not a lot of guesswork. Defense knows they're throwing the football, and you could tell in that pass rush, man, they were coming.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
This, the biggest play of the game so far. Going for it on 4th down in overtime. Going for the big play. If he houses this, it's ball game. Bringing it back. And that will put a stamp on it. A game-deciding play as they seal it with a pick. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. Touchdowns are at such a premium, David, when you get it first in overtime.
And that just makes it so easy on your defense and hard on the other offense because they have to score a touchdown, Jesse. So big opportunity for this offense.
And, David, in this juncture of the game, I think your best players just have to touch the football. Receivers, running backs, tight ends. Who is the best with the ball in their hands? Those are the guys that need to get looks.
The run inside. It's Scott. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Power football with the run. No more room to run as this defense rises up on 3rd down, and now it's 4th down from the 22. Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation, want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good! And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. My pulse rate is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one for free. Wait, I don't want to get carried away there, but it was a really fun game and a great win.
It really was. I know we're all up here, we're bouncing around, we're excited after having seen what we just saw. What a great win for this team to go out and do it in overtime. That's the type of game that fans are going to be talking about for a long time, Dave.
Free. Yeah, right. If you know Reese Davis, that is not happening. But we got a free game that was awesome, back and forth.